think the biggest obstacle is me. I am my biggest obstacle. I self-sabotage myself a lot. I make excuses not to finish things and justify it in my head. So I think it would give me a little bit more kind of focus in my life, maybe. I'm hoping.
Today is about you downing tools, pressing pause on your life, coming here again. It's about connecting with each other, but it's more so connecting with your vision for what you want to achieve over the next few months. What is our compass? What do we actually value? What direction do we want to go? What is a goal that will run simultaneously with that value? Does that make sense? Okay.
So I'm hoping to come out of this process with a better sense of purpose and a better sense of meaning. For the next 2 or 3 months, I'll be practicing journaling, I'll be meditating 2 to 3 times a week to strive for that sense of inner peace and that sense that I am good enough as I am. To me, when I achieve this goal, I'll feel like I'm doing something worthwhile and that I matter, because I suppose that's what I'm looking for. At the moment, I feel like I don't matter.
I want to be able to follow through what I said I was going to do. And then for me, just the tangible part of that, I guess, for the next couple of weeks would be running. I'm competing in the High Rocks in October, and so for that I need to up my running. So we have a plan for how much running I'm going to need to do in the next couple of weeks, just to help myself get to where I need to be. I've pushed myself academically, I've pushed myself in my career, but I've never pushed myself physically. I feel underqualified, and I find myself afraid a lot of the time. But the only way to combat that is just to keep training, and I'm just going to keep training. I'm going to to just take it easy.
I want to be a bit more outspoken, a bit more confident. It's going to make such a difference, you know. It's going to change your whole sort of perspective on how you do things every day, and the people around you are going to feed off that too. It's about taking a lot more risks, and it's whether or not it's very easy to sit back and not take those risks, and because who's going to know? At the end of the day, I could come back and say, yes, I done this, that, and the other, and it was great, but I'm not going to say the things that I could have done that I didn't. So it's about taking those risks and sort of being honest with myself about them.
Life participation, that's the best way to put it. I find particularly since COVID, I'm doing an awful lot of going through the motions.
Yeah.
To go to work Monday to Friday, come home and go to the gym, but I'm not really present in an awful lot of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I keep putting things off. Next week never comes.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that, I'm wasting time.
Yeah.
My goal was to become physically and mentally stronger. So I find when I'm physically active, I'm better at processing, I suppose, everything that's gone on for me and that continues to go on for me on a daily basis, and just not chickening out of doing things and kind of retreating back to kind of the sofa, eating crap food, you know, watching mind-numbing Netflix. But I think that's kind of what I do. So physical and mental strength. I have a guilt where I start things and I don't finish things. So I always have this kind of, oh, I should have done that, or God, if I had done that, maybe that would have been better. I think what I'm doing here with you guys and being made accountable is going to make me overcome that.
I think I kind of told myself I had not that I had no choice, but like I always knew what I wanted. And I think with how kind of bad things got last year, to come out this year, and to be told by my inspector this year that I had passed and I got like a first in my placement and that I had done so well, it was just crazy. And I suppose I just was like, okay, I couldn't let myself give up. As low as I got, I was like, this is the one thing that'll get me through, knowing that I'll get to the job I've always wanted to do at the end of it.
To be a healthier, happier version of myself. To be an adult again. I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous. I think things are much clearer now. Coming in here this morning, I was saying to my husband, oh God, my mind is blank. Like, I know the changes that I want to make, but I was nervous coming in because I was afraid that I was just my mind wasn't gonna open up, but it did. I know exactly what I need to do now, what I want to do. That's gonna massively impact me. I think the only obstacles with me is gonna be my own head, making excuses. You know, pretending I don't have the time. I've loads of time. The girls are in school every morning. Every morning, I have the evenings, so I can't use that as an excuse. I'm just nervous, I suppose, of meeting people and getting back out into the real world. But this is going to push me back out into the real world now. And by doing that, I'm going to be able to just try and live again.